The National Bureau of Statistics in its 2022 survey revealed that 133 million Nigerians are multidimensionally poor, representing 63% of the population. According to data by ActionAid Nigeria, the country's poverty rate is projected to hit 40.7% by the end of this year, representing 93.3 million of the population. Now, the launch of ActionAid's country strategy paper comes at a critical time as young Nigerians are protesting against bad governance, poverty, and corruption.
ActionAid's new country strategy paper is a bold blueprint for organizing citizens and driving transformative change. It is designed to address our critical national issues, and it's a call to action for all.
Ultimate end of social action is to include all, and local economies can be made to include all. And this can only happen when we embrace cooperation, when we become less judgmental, when we interrogate and challenge public officials to give more effort, more guidance.
The theme poverty, one of the takeaways for me from these 9 days of protest so far is the level of poverty engineered by especially out-of-school children in the northern parts of our country. It is not something to be proud about. Seeing 5 to 10-year-olds come onto the street without a fear for their life, broke slabs looking for just 6 metals, take signboards from police station to go and sell. So we must look upon them with empathy and the only way we can take them out of poverty is education.
Food insecurity and acute hunger are also on the rise, with 18.6 million people affected and 26.5 million projected to face acute hunger in 2024. But the strategy paper, titled Citizens' Action Against Poverty and Injustice, aims to address these challenges through a comprehensive approach.
At Action in Nigeria, we are committed to harnessing this power through our CSP, focusing on 4 critical actions. Number 1, we want to organize. Number 2, we want to act. Number 3, we want to shift, and this will then eventually lead us to thrive. Our strategy is not only about addressing immediate needs, but also about empowering citizens to drive systemic change.
Of these challenges, the ruling elite have continued with business as usual mode. The federal government in 2023 inaugurated the largest cabinet in Nigeria's history. They used 21 billion naira to renovate the vice president's house. The length of convoy, lifestyle, and public posturing of the ruling elite does not reflect the reality of majority of Nigerians.
ActionAid and partners are determined to build a country where poverty is eradicated, justice prevails, and every individual has the opportunity to reach his or her full potential. Georgina Ndukwezainka, Arise News.
The federal government has announced its decision to lift the suspension placed on the operations of Arik Air. The Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection at the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, that's the NCAA, Michael Achimogu, made this known in a press statement, where he also added that the action follows the intervention of the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, and the acting Director General of the NCAA, Captain Chris Najomo.
Well, as part of lessons from the COVID-19 year, the federal government says prompt surveillance, the upgrade of facilities and equipment, and the strengthening of health institutions are necessary to tackle any pandemic in the future better. The Health Minister, Ali Pate, who spoke during the launch of Chikwe Ihekwezu's memoir on the highs and lows point of the COVID-19 year and who was at the heart of the pandemic, says Nigeria has witnessed many outbreaks and is ever ready to tackle pandemics when they occur. Ali Pate also tasked the health agencies to brace against any occurrence, as outbreaks are a constant human phenomenon. The former NCDC Director General Chikwe Ihekwezu, on his part, says that proactive measures and availability of vaccines are essential to better handling pandemics. Health experts are therefore called for funding for the healthcare sector.
In the late 90s, we had Nipah. Then there was SARS in 2003. Then there was the pandemic flu in 2009. Then there was Middle East respiratory virus in 2012. Then there was Ebola in 2014, Zika in 2017, and 2019 we had COVID. What it tells us is that we are marching our way in a world where new pathogens are crossing over, and the encounter, the next crisis, could be anywhere for us to see. We now have to pick the battle and build an institution together with all the members of the NCDC family and the development partners and the entire health ecosystem in Nigeria, so that we strengthen our public health capabilities, our ability to sense, to be ready, to respond, to make sure that outbreaks are stamped before they become epidemics, before they become pandemics. Public service is hard. It's hard now, because hard then is harder now. But any opportunity that anyone has of giving some time, energy, and anything can give. This country will not build itself. Ultimately, we will have to do it from all of us.
Every country needs a very strong public health institute. And currently it's being run under the leadership of Professor Dr. Jide Idris. And we really encourage and ensure that the Nigerian government will continue to provide adequate support, both in funding, but also at the state government level, that every state governor also prioritizes health security, and that they sustained budget allocation for health security in every single state in our country.